All right, good morning everybody. We're back down. I'm actually coming into this this hut's right up here in front of us, but I'm coming in just a little bit different direction than what I have been. So we're gonna get the hut checked first, and then we'll get over there and get this other set checked. But we're back cold again this morning. That's how you know it's spring in Arkansas. You'll be in the 30s and 40s one day, and then you'll jump up all of a sudden into the 60s and 70s for a few days, and then it'll drop back down again. It just seems like Mother Nature is bipolar sometimes. But anyway, guys, all I got is my sled with me again, and this water's gonna be a good foot or so deeper than what it's been being. I'm up to my waist here, but I'll check back in with you when we get up here to these sets. Hopefully, maybe this water moving's got those animals shifting gears. If they were staying in a bank den that was lower for the water level, and then this water coming up like it has a few foot, maybe it's got them moving over here to this hut. So maybe we got one caught this morning. Maybe this morning is the morning we'll get them both out of here. But anyhow, guys, hang tight with me and get in here and get this thing checked, and I'll check back with you. All right, guys, I'm getting back in here to it now, and this water's, we got quite a bit of rain yesterday, and this water's come up significantly. I've walked the whole way with water up to my waist or higher. And another good sign that I know season's here is my waders have got several holes in them. I don't hardly ever get out this deep in water, so I didn't know those holes were there, but I got at least 3 different holes in my waders. So that's something else I'll have to get fixed. Get fixed, put in a fixed pile and get them patched. But looks totally different here at this hut, doesn't it? Anyway, guys, I got to be careful now that I'm this deep. I got to be careful stepping off in these old runs, because that 8 or 10 inches might make a difference for me. But right here I can see one of our sticks sticking up there on that 330. So I'm just going to ease. I don't know, it may be disturbing the yeah, I think something may have happened here. I'm not sure that we've got a catch, but something happened. Oh, I just stepped off in that hole. I didn't go over my waders, but all right. So I'm gonna pull this trap up and take a look at it and see if I can tell what's happened here. And it may have just been that water getting up, and I couldn't get this stick in the ground just too awfully good whenever I set this thing. It may have been all this debris washed up here when the water got up. All of it floated up here beside it, and something maybe bumped that stick and pushed that stick over. I don't know, but because I didn't have it secured in that mud, it was just hard to push down in there. So I'm just gonna hold it tight here on the spring stick and pull it up and see. All right, looky there, guys. It's not what we were after, but again, guys, that's hard. Whew. Water getting up and being flooded makes it hard. Hopefully I didn't lose them setters. All right, I didn't. So we knew something would be along eventually and go in that house, in that hut. And these guys are always a welcome sight. They're horrible on the fish. It's said that an otter can eat half of his body weight a day in fish. so it doesn't take long. And they put on a doesn't take long, and they put a pretty good herd on a fish population. So get him out here, and again, perfect catch right behind the head. That doesn't happen too often on an otter, or it happens, but not as much as it does on the beaver because they're such quick animals. But he must have been taking his time and going up in that hole. But I have to get that water out of this thing here pretty quick. Let's see, it's a male otter, younger male otter. But there he is, guys. They are beautiful creatures. I'm gonna get him, lay him right up here on these sticks. Get this water out of this thing before I end up sinking it. There we go. Another good thing about having this sled here is it gives me a place, kind of a work table here to work in front of me, so that worked out well. Well, there's that otter again. We'll lay him back in there. I'm gonna get this trap reset. And we're gonna put it right back down here where we had it. I'll make sure those safeties are good before I bend these springs back up. Alright, there we go, guys. Find me a good pointed stick here. Needs to be a pretty good long one. I don't know where there's the one we had. Do the same thing, guys. We're just gonna stick that thing through the springs. Get this spring past that little cutting there. That may have been what happened last time, why I couldn't shove it down anymore, because I had that literally wouldn't go down anymore because of that spring was pushed down. So this time I want to pay attention to that. Well, everything seems to be harder when you're standing in water this deep. Okay, here we are. Now we're past that little point there. I'm just going to spread those springs out so that all right, just step back down in that channel, guys. I'm going to go ahead and take these safeties off. I'm gonna get down here and be careful, just like I did. I'm gonna find both sides of that run right there. All this brush is washed up off the bottom, so it's to get up here a little bit farther. All right, there's where I want it. So I'm just gonna be careful with these sticks to not hit that trigger with one of those sticks. It's floating. I'm gonna get that thing right down there where I want it, right on the side of that run, right there. Oh, that's better. Got it down in there, and then we're gonna take this other stick we had for that corner. I'm gonna find the corner of that trap and get that stick right in between those jaws. That trap swung around on me, guys. All right, there it is. I'm hitting it. Right there, I'm in between the two jaws. All right, there we go, guys. Now that trap's secured back in that run. So I'm gonna get over here and check these 2 footholds. Got my feet tangled up in this anchor cable stretched across here. I'll do much more of this at all. I might have to really get out here and fix that leak in the bottom of this thing. All right, guys, so I can't see my drowning rod at all. I can't see my trap, so I'm gonna be real careful right here. I'm gonna use my foot. All right, so using my foot coming up that anchor rod, I just felt the stick that I placed in there. It's still standing. I reached down here with my hand and grabbed the end of that anchor rod just to make sure my trap, make sure that is what I'm feeling. And all right, here's my anchor on my trap. Trap's still set. All right, with this water coming up, we're gonna have to readjust all this, guys. Pull it up out of the mud. You're gonna readjust it here. All right, I can come in here and make us a flat spot for that trap to sit on, just right inside the water, right under the water. Just like that right there, guys. Now at otter too, guys, we put that caster lure up here on this tree, and we caster lured everything up yesterday, and I almost bet you that's what that otter was doing. That otter was swimming around and he got a whiff. He got a smell of that, and he come over here investigating, and with him having a head catch, him moving slowly, looking around, I bet you anything he was up here slowly, methodically looking, trying to find that beaver scent, that beaver that we had left a scent for. And otters like to travel in groups, so a lot of times you'll catch one otter, you'll have a double, and so maybe this trap right here have an otter on it. Will just be real easy easing up here to it, and see if we don't have that other otter in here. Hopefully it'd be cool, huh? All right, there's my drowning rod. I can feel it with my foot, and I'm not feeling my stick that I had sticking up here for it. Now I'm gonna try to reach down in here. Okay, I do feel my chain though. Pull that up. And it's still set, guys. We're gonna do the same thing here. Now, with the water being up, I really need to exchange this foothold for a 330 here and put a 330 in that hole now, guarding it out here. But since I don't have one with me, we're gonna go ahead and just shift this foothold trap up here. There we go. Shove that end down in the mud good. We're just going to shift this foothold trap up here and hope that they put their, which is pretty shallow up here. There's a pretty good ledge right there. Move that stick out of the way there, kind of open that up a little bit. There's a pretty good ledge right there, so there's a good chance they put their foot down on it. And we're just gonna lay that trap. We're gonna lay that trap right up there on that edge. Hopefully they come in here, they'll put their foot down on it, walking up in that hole. All right, guys, so I'm gonna get him. Make sure his camera's still recording. This is what it did on me yesterday. I thought it was recording the whole time and it wasn't. So I still got you here with me, guys. We're gonna walk across here. Probably have to go back this way because it's so much deeper now, but I'll go back over here to the edge and we'll walk up here and we'll check that other drowning rod we got on that point. Hopefully we got something caught in it. But stick tight with me, guys, and I'll check back in with you when we get over there. All right, guys, here we are. Here we are up here at this drowning rod. How much that water's come up, guys. Our trap's out there by that tree right there. I'm seeing something up here on this road to go across the middle. Okay, I think it's a, I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but out across there, but Canadian geese, a couple of big Canadian geese sitting up there on that levee. I was thinking it might have been that beaver I was after for a second. Anyway, guys, you can tell why these mounds are the way they are, why they build them up. So we got out here the first day, the water was down below that first mound. Now the water's come back up here to the second mound. So them beaver, that's why they keep adding to it. If it floods again up here, they'll come up here and make another one. But that's why the mounds get so big. That water keeps changing levels so much, and they come in here marking it. But I'm gonna ease out here, guys, and get this trap set. Now here's our stick with the bark that was left on it. We were using as a visual. Looks like all of our lure got washed off this tree here. I'm just gonna again be real careful, and your foot's hard to get caught, guys, unless you catch your toe, but it can happen, especially with a foothold. But I'm just gonna using my foot trying to find that rod, and there it is. All right, I think I just heard the trap. I just set it off when I moved that rod. This was a trap that was damaged. So when I moved that rod just now, it went off, being sensitive. I'm gonna try to reach down here and find that anchor. It's on up here. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this out here if I can. Guys, I'm just gonna shift this right up here to this bank and do it all again. I'm just gonna make me a mound right here, fake caster mound, and send it with some lure. Probably go ahead and pull them other chew sticks over here just to really make this side shine. Now I'm kind of wondering if that's going to be deep enough to actually drown one if we get it. We'll find out. This anchored really good, so even if it's alive, don't think it can pull the anchor out. Yeah. All right, so whew. Throw that stick up there, and we're just going to come up here, just make us a spot for them to get out. Looks like they've been coming in and out. We're just dragging those leaves and mud up with our foot, just like they would with their front feet, pushing it up. Just like that there. Let's see if I can get some of this mud. Well, it's hard, it's not underwater, so there's not just a ton of. It always helps to make sure your pistol's strapped in too. You lose it in this deep water. I may have pulled that snap with something on a limb or something as I was walking through there, but it wouldn't be the first time that thing had fell in the water and I had to fish for it, but it sure is handy keeping it there on my waders, on the side of my waders right there like I do. Don't have much trouble at all with it, just every once in a while something like that will happen. We're just gonna take some of that fresh mud, a little bit of that what we can get right here, and go up there in a mound. All right, that'll work right there. I just got to come down here and find a spot we want to put that trap. And it's a really gradual incline right here, so it's not ideal by no means. I think I'm gonna set it about right in here. Alright, we know this trap's really touchy and sensitive, so I want to be careful, make sure we don't get our hand caught in it. Because I would take my foot being caught in it over my hand any day. Alright guys, got that set there. We're going to place that trap down here where I want it to be sitting. We're going to say about right there. Make sure it's in the ground good. Alright, since I got all this open water, I'm gonna take one of these little sticks just to mark the edge of that trap, just so I know where it's sitting for right now. Go over here and get these chew sticks, and we're gonna use some of them as blocking. We're going to use some of them for eye appeal. We're just going to come in here, shove that into that one down in that mud. And our trap's right here between that stick and that blocking stick that we just put up there. We'll put that one right in there. We'll come right over here with this one. We're going to push it down in the mud. It's pretty rotted, so I don't think they'll chew on this one. But pretty rotted. I'm gonna see if I can find maybe just a couple more to use for blocking. We'll throw them right there, just hopefully keep them coming from that side. Drop that one right there, guys, and I think we've created a pinch point right there that he's gonna want to come through. Now, I didn't get much mud up out of there, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come right over here to this pile. It's got their scent on it. And I'm gonna pull some of this up. Just gonna shake a little bit of it in right there. So now we've drastically made a lot of interruptions here, and hopefully it'll draw that beaver over here. Take a little bit of this scent just to bring him right where we want it. We'll put a little bit right up here on this mound. We'll stick the rest of it right there at the edge of the water. That trap's actually a little bit far back from where I really want it. What we may do, okay, see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that right here on the edge of the water. And just in case he hadn't put his feet down at this point, what I'm thinking he's going to do is his feet's going to hit the ground way out there, and he's going to walk and actually step on our trap. But for some reason he doesn't. Put a little bit of lure right there on top of that blocking that I've got. And now, by doing that, if he is still swimming when he gets up here, this little bit of castor lure is going to stop him at this spot right here. And he's going to want to put his foot down instead of swimming over the top of that trap, getting on up here to this one and then putting his feet down. So I'm hoping by doing this that I'll be okay having my trap set a little bit far back right here in the water. We'll wait and we'll see if it works or not. All right, guys, I kind of wore me out this morning walking across all that water, but this is the third check day, I guess, and we finally got us an otter. Got us something at least. It's not what we were after. I'd definitely trade that one otter for the 2 beaver I'm after, but it's always fun when you pull the trap up out of the water like that, and I actually thought it was empty. Thought maybe I had a stick or something in it because I couldn't feel any weight, but it's always good when you pull that thing up and you see some fur in it. And there's that otter there in our sled. So guys, again, thanks for watching, and stay tuned. I'll be back over here in the morning, and we'll get us another video posted. Everybody have a great day. Alright guys, I just pulled up here to the UPS store. I'm fixing to take this box in there. Just a big, long, narrow box here, and I've got it packed full of otter and beaver. As many as I could get in there. I think I was able to fit, I think it was 7 otter and 2 beaver. That's what I was able to fit into this box dried. And gonna ship them to Texas to get them tanned. And I'm kind of excited about it. I've never sent hides off to tan for myself before. I've always just sold everything dried to the fur market. And the guy I'm sending these to, I'll do another video on it later, but I've actually got the skunks that I caught this year in this year's video. Those skunks are in the mail headed back to me right now, and they're tanned. The guy I'm sending these to now, he tanned them. When I get those back in, I'll show you guys the quality of it, tell you who it is, and if you guys want to use him, I can attach his contact information to this to the video. And he's just starting his business up this year. He's been tanning, I believe he told me, since he was 14 years old, and loves it. It's a passion of his, and this is the first year he's starting this business up. So I'm happy to have made contact with him and use him, help him get started his business, and you guys are welcome to do the same. We'll wait and see what this skunk quality is when they come in. I got a feeling he sent me pictures of stuff that he's done, and I know it's gonna be awesome quality. But anyway, hang tight guys. I'm gonna get this sent off, and when I get those skunks in, we'll do a video on them.